welcome back to our stage, and we have a very, very special event now. Hello, kids. How are you doing? Fine? Okay, a little, the jitters, the jibby-wibby? So-so? It's going to be fine. You'll see. So it is my immense pleasure of presenting our next block, which is a presentation from Fundación Create, which I'm very, very honored to be here. This is the annual meeting of Young Talents, and it's the 9th edition of the South Summit Kids track. And I'm very honored to be here, and there's a long story behind that, which I'm not going to get into. But what we're going to see here is a set of projects that have been developed during the last school year, and they have been developed at schools implementing the Fundación Create programs based or focused on innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship. And to be honest, doing startups and doing projects is very hard. You have to have an idea, right? You have to work your idea. You have to have good teams. Do you guys have good teams? Yeah? Your peers are good? Yeah? Okay. You have to have a good team. You have to have good opportunities. You have to know a lot of people. And sometimes, you do need to have some good luck. You seem like a lucky group to me. Are you lucky? Are they lucky? Yeah? We think they're lucky, right? But to be honest, out of all those things, you know, one of the most problematic ones is that when we do startups and when we do projects, we fail a lot of times until we get it right. So there's a saying in Japan that says, you fall 7 times. But you rise up 8. And motivation to do this is one of the most important things about doing projects and doing startups. And to be honest, it's a very intangible situation, but it's there, and it's what keeps you going every time you're doing a project. And last year, I'm getting emotional. But last year was very, very difficult for everyone. It was very difficult, thank you. It was very difficult for the educational system. It was very difficult for the teachers. It was very difficult for the parents. And I'm a teacher myself, and I'm a parent. And I saw how hard it was, the confinements. We saw the lockdowns, the double and triple sessions, both for teachers and parents. And it's been very hard. So it was thanks to all the effort of everyone in the educational system and all the teachers that are here with you today that this was possible. So I want to give them this very, very loud applause to all of them, because it's been very hard. And of course, this other applause is for you guys, because doing what you're going to do here takes guts, takes motivation, and takes a lot of work. So big applause for the teams, please. And so now, who better to talk about how we've reached this point, how we've achieved what we've achieved, and now I'm very, very proud to invite on stage the 2 persons that made this possible. So the co-founders of Fundación Create, please welcome. They've been helping 45,000 students through 10 years. I can say it very quickly. I've done things for more than 10 years. It takes a long time to build this stuff and this rapport. So please welcome the 2 co-founders of Fundación Create, Isabel Navarro and Margarita Ortiz.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. We are so happy to be here.
Yes, we are.
It's only 1 year that we haven't been seeing each other on the South Summit, but it seems like a long time. So it's great that we celebrate today being with each other again, especially with you guys. This is a very special day because we celebrate today 3 things. The main one is that we're here together, that we can see each other, chat with each other, and continue having fun together. The second one is that it is our 10th anniversary. So this is the 10th year that we've been working with you guys, many of you guys in your schools, with teachers, with students, mentors, entrepreneurs, companies. So I take this little gap to thank you, Caixa, Endesa, Sabadell, y Mutua. You are representing more than 300 companies that have been collaborating with us in the past 10 years. So let's give us an applause to all of us for those 10 years. And today it's important as well because it's our 10th year collaborating with the South Summit. And as Alex said, it takes a lot of effort and guts to keep on a project for so long. So, and it has been proven successful. And successful because our kids, they are great entrepreneurs. They designed excellent projects solving real needs. And this is absolutely crucial for the world they are going to face. They face today, but they're going to face in the future. So, Isabel is the soul of this fundación. And I wanted to ask her a question. So, Isabel, what are we going to see here today? Here. And what is behind it?
Well, today, hello, can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Today, we are going to change things a bit. We like changing. Every year we innovate and we do things differently. And so this year, it's not a competition. This year, you have 4 projects from 10 years of age, from 5th grade, up to 17-year-olds that we have from the smallest to the eldest before going to university or other studies. And this year, it's not a competition. We want to enjoy them, enjoy the quality of their projects and how they present them. It's going to be difficult for them because they are not used to doing it in English. So please be patient and considerate with them. They're doing a great job on this. And they are the result. Actually, they represent more than 500 projects that last year were developed in schools. And they're not developed in any case in an extracurricular activity. No, they do it all along the way with their teachers. They start from September until June. And I want to give a big, big applause, as Alex said, to those teachers, because teachers have really done an enormous effort of helping them, guiding them in co-creation. They've collaborated, they've worked in teams, developing these projects. So a big applause for the teachers.
So, Isabel, what would you say it is important? Why is it important to have a program like this at schools for kids and teachers?
Well, actually, it's not. I'll talk from what we see and what we have seen during these 10 years. These 10 years, they work developing solutions to problems that they themselves have identified. This is not something that we give them and the teachers decide or the directors decide or Fundación Créate decides. Those problems, they have seen them, they have their result of their exploration, of their research, and they have said, we want to change things. We actually don't like how it's going on. There is too much pollution, or there is immigration. They see it's a way of being very critical of what is going on in our society, what is worrying us, our challenges, and finding solutions. They are more than critical. They actually say, we don't like this, let's solve it together. Let's find a solution.
And why is that important for a country?
I would say it's evident, but maybe it isn't. No, yes, definitely. Along the way, we have a changing world. Every day, we find new challenges, and it's important that we can be able to manage and manage this uncertainty and be able to live with it and be able to make things happen and to change things. So we need every day more of us all being confident of ourselves and being able to provide those solutions.
Well, we hope that you are going to be here in 10 years or in 20, who knows? But you will be the other part of the summit, presenting your projects, changing the world. And you know the sentence that be the change you want to see in the world. Do you know that sentence? You don't? It is a sentence from Gandhi. It's a very important one, so you must keep it in mind. And keep in mind as well that changes start with a very little action, that little things mean a lot. And all the projects you have been developing last year and previous years will change somehow the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I was just talking that for me, this kind of touches me very deeply because I've been working on the same space for 20 years and I can see the values. I've done it. And now I have kids like you guys and I see it in my kids too. So for me, it's an absolute honor having you here. And as I said, we hope that in no time, you're coming back for more. And now I want to welcome our partners, the people that are going to be listening to your pitches, that are going to be giving you very valuable feedback. So please give me a big applause to Maria González Picatoste. She's responsible for alliances and investment at the High Commissioner of Spain Startup Nation. Big applause for Maria. Thank you. There you are. Thank you to Carmen, my dear Carmen del Campo, Innovation Director at Mutua. Thank you very much for being here with us. Our good friend Jose Minguez, Head of Innovation for Iberia Endesa. Where are you, Jose? Thank you. Rafa Herrador, Territorial Director of Madrid for Caixa. Thank you very much, Rafa, for being here. And last but not least, we have Elena Garcia. She's an advisor at B Startup for Bank Sabadell. Thank you very much. You have no idea how lucky you are for having them there. Trust me with this. Anyhow, so we're going to start with our first pitches. So audience, are we ready over there? Yes, are we ready? We want to hear this. Okay. Teams, are we ready? Yes? Well, I was looking at the pitches and I was thinking, whoa, my jaw dropped. It's like, you guys did this? Like, seriously? So our first team is actually going to be talking about how to reducing CO2 through bacteria. And I'm very intrigued to see how that happens. So I want to thank the team from El Colegio Gaudem, and especially their professor, Pablo Lopez, and the 4 components of the team. So let me see if I get them right. Where are you guys? Sergio Sanchez. Sergio, where are you? There you go. Sergio, thank you for being here. Big applause to Sergio. Victor Seger. Victor, thank you for being here. Come on. Iker Olivares and Celia Guijarro. Thank you very much, team. And I believe Sergio and Victor are ready to rumble. Are we ready to stand here? Okay, let's do it. Big applause to them. Stage is yours.
So, hello, my name is Iker, and my colleagues and I have created a society. Well, I think the presentation is not going. Let's check it out. So I pass the microphone to Victor.
Hi. Our project is called TAB, T-A-B, and it's a bacterial aquatic tank which contains the bacteria who are able to consume CO2. Here's the challenge. And our objective was helping nature, but we want also to help companies and factories that they get benefits from here. Vale. Espera. Vale. Thanks.
So, okay, as I was saying, my colleague Victor, our invention, we think, is capable of reducing to a 100% the levels of CO2. There are other products in the market that can do this, but not with that efficiency as our product does. Okay. Now, here we have 3 drawings of other prototypes we had of the product, but the final one was this container we have here with the bacteria. Now, I am going to enter a little bit more into the technical aspects of this project, and there are mainly two. Firstly, building a container that is able to keep in the correct humidity, temperature, the bacteria to grow, and the most difficult part, that is genetically editing these bacteria so it does the process we want. In this case, metabolization of CO2. Now, this will be done using a free software called BenchLink that enables the user to modify a kind of DNA called plasmid. That is that kind of circular DNA shown there. The proteins we need to do this will be extracted from a database that is called UnitProt. And also, we are going to use a website that transforms these proteins into a sequence of nucleotide acids. They are the basic components of DNA. This is, in a very simplified way, the process of inserting DNA into the bacteria, so it does the metabolization of CO2 we want to eliminate CO2 from fabrics. So here we have the DNA source in which we are interested, and down there, the DNA of the organism we are going to edit. The parts we are interested will be cut using a kind of scissors that are restriction enzymes. Both the same restriction enzyme is applied to the DNAs. Then the parts are glued together or merged together using DNA ligase. That is another kind of protein that enables to merge together DNA. And finally, we have the organism with the DNA of both the bacteria that we want to insert the DNA and the structures that enable photosynthesis and all this process that consumes CO2. This is the engineering part that we have to say we haven't worked a lot on it, but it's a 3D model of the tank in which the bacteria live. It's made using a free program, and we can see how the container has a kind of tube from which the CO2 of the fabric or industry enters. And in the inside is where the bacteria would grow and eat and do all that things they need to live. Thank you all for your attention. That will be it.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to invite Iker and Celia. Please come here with me. You should have come here with your peers. Come on, we want to have the whole team. How was it? Good? That was a very good presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You did very well. Okay, so are you ready for the feedback?
Okay.
Yes? Okay, boss is there. So let's get the feedback from Rafa Herrador, again, director at Caixa. Rafa, all yours.
Hola, buenos días a todos. Lo habéis hecho genial, los mejores, sinceramente, de verdad. Lo habéis trabajado
Gracias.
muy bien y lo tenéis bastante bien pensado. ¿Qué es lo que más nos ha entusiasmado de todo lo que habéis hablado? Pues lo de plantar árboles, porque cuando habéis dicho lo de la industria, que queríais plantar árboles, esta idea ya se está trabajando en Europa. ¿Sabéis cuántos árboles quieren plantar? Pero así, decir un número, así para en Europa, en 10 años.
1 millón, no sé.
3.000 millones de árboles. O sea, que tenemos que ponernos manos a la obra. Hay que empezar ya todos, los que estamos aquí, a plantar árboles. Ahí estamos totalmente preparados para hacerlo con nuestro proyecto. Y la segunda parte que habéis trabajado también muy bien es lo del tanque. Está muy avanzado, lo tenéis pensado y también estáis muy alineados con todo lo que se está haciendo en el mundo. ¿En qué sentido? Que tenemos que correr bastante. Hay que terminar de desarrollarlo ya. ¿Por qué? Porque ya hay empresas que lo están haciendo. Lo que vosotros habéis pensado, ya hay empresas que lo están trabajando. Entonces, ¿cuál es la mejor manera de llegar a su ritmo? Pues seguir estudiando como estáis estudiando, empezar cuando podáis en la universidad para seguir avanzando porque estáis en todo lo más puntero en la manera de reducir el CO2. Y por último, también con todo lo de el eslogan que teníais para el tanque, lo habéis hecho muy bien también, porque sin quererlo estáis también muy bien posicionados en todo lo que se está haciendo en Europa para la reducción de la emisión lumínica, ¿vale? Entonces, hay proyectos en Europa que se están haciendo por todo España también para intentar que haya menos polución lumínica. Y aquí nosotros con nuestro eslogan también estamos totalmente en la vanguardia. Por lo tanto, trabajamos un poco más lo del tanque y lo demás, nos vamos a salir. Lo habéis hecho genial, genial. Y lo habéis expuesto genial. O sea, que mejor imposible.
Muchas gracias.
Si me permite, ¿me puede dar de Endesa dar su feedback? Porque él sabe de SEO.
No more questions or nothing?
¿De quién?
Endesa también quiere hablar sobre
Sure, sure. It seems you're popular. Yes? So I think you have more feedback. Let's get more feedback.
Yo quería daros feedback porque a mí me habéis dejado impresionados o sea, que unos chavales como vosotros estén pensando en manipulación genética, que sí que hay centros de investigación avanzados que están en ellos para el tema de CO2, me parece impresionante. Como sabéis, hay un problema de calentamiento global, hay un problema que están solucionando todas las empresas energéticas porque todo el sistema que tenemos es muy intensivo en carbón, unos objetivos de las Naciones Unidas para reducir esto, y que unos chavales como vosotros estéis pensando temas genéticos de manipulación para crear bacterias, para reducir el CO2, a mí me parece, a mí me has dejado impactado. Así que felicidades y muy bien. ¿Vale?
Gracias.
Very good. Well done. Now you must remember the following. He works in a very large corporation and he's a banker.
That's
You know,
important.
right? So when you get to that point, you know who to call, okay? Very good. Thank you very much, guys. Well done. And so we're gonna keep going with the jaw-dropping movements here because all the projects are absolutely stunning. And now we're gonna move to a very different drama, but a very real, that happens in our coast every single day, which is the immigration drama. And for that, we have a team that has developed the network of drones that can locate immigrants in danger, aid them in the process, and then help them with donations get a better life and helping services. And to do that, we have our next school that comes, I believe, all the way from Córdoba, and it's the Gonzalo Fernández School from Córdoba. The team is EcoWorld, and I want to thank their teacher, José Manuel González. Thank you very much for getting them here. And is the team ready? Are we ready? So let me call the team. Big applause to David Arroyo Serrano. David, where are you? Come here with me. Hugo López García. Adán González García. Lucía Perea del Rosario. And last but not least, Elena Román Girón. Are you ready? Ready to rumble? Give me 5. There you go. All yours.
Ya. Dale.
Hello, we are the group EcoWorld and we are here to show the project you.
It consists of helping the immigrants that are crossing the sea in small boats. First, we can detect them with a sensor that are inside our drone.
These sensors work thanks to an artificial intelligence from an app called Machine Learning for Kids. Thanks to it, we can distinguish human bodies from the small boats in the images we will obtain.
When it detects a person or a small boat, it will send us a picture and then we will decide if the police officer or firefighters have to be called so they can go to help them. As there be always a security team checking all this information.
If we have to pick these people up, we will take them to some houses where the children can take some food, stay and play enjoying themselves. For adults, we take some food too, rest and a work. The houses are like any other neighborhood, but they can leave these houses as their situation allows to live in their own.
What we will do to help them achieve this independence will be to give them a job at the project houses and to contact with other companies so they can have job interviews and try to get a job as soon as possible.
Some of the jobs that are in our neighborhood are cleaning staff, cooks, gardeners.
To get economic help that would allow all of this to happen, we have created and designed an app through App Inventor that can already be installed in any mobile phone like the one we have here.
This app is aimed so that people that can help us by donating money. To try to motivate more people to join us and spread the word around.
We will try to contact with some companies of food and clothes to get discount codes and buy their products more easily.
We hope that you like the project, and we don't want to end without thanking the Creative Foundation for initiatives like this.
Thank you so much. Bravo, team. Well done, well done. And as it always happens, you know, you keep learning new things, and obviously you're not from Córdoba. It's the name of the school, which I actually did research right now. He's a comendador of the Orden de Santiago, so I'm sorry about that. You keep learning every single time. Thank you very much. Are you ready for the feedback? Yes? Ready for the feedback? Yes. Carmen, are you ready? So, Carmen from Mutua Madrileña, all yours.
Hello. Well, first of all, you've done a big effort speaking in English, so let me give 2 sentences just in English, and I just say thank you to Fundación Créate, because as a future recruiter, as a mom, I really celebrate organizations like you do what you are doing, because this is an excellent and really excellent exercise. Y ahora cambio español para daros la enhorabuena, porque habéis presentado un verdadero proyectazo. Hay muchas cosas de este proyecto que me han gustado. Lo primero es cómo habéis enfocado un problema que lo habéis planteado desde el punto de vista de la inmigración, pero es cierto que no solo es muy importante para nuestro país, sino que estamos viendo todo el tema del volcán de La Palma, que es algo que hay mucha gente que se está desplazando desde sus viviendas, que está perdiendo todo y que necesita recursos. Entonces, vuestro problema lo habéis centrado en algo que es muy relevante para nosotros, pero que todavía tiene un mayor potencial. O sea que por esa parte, mi primera enhorabuena. Otra cosa que me ha gustado mucho es que habéis mezclado los 2 canales. Habéis mezclado el canal online y el canal offline. El canal offline prestando recursos a la gente que los necesita, habéis dicho con los babies, ¿no? En esas casas que van a poder tener una especie de casa de acogida, incluso para los adultos con algo de formación. Y por la parte online, con la app. Y otra cosa que me ha gustado mucho es que a través de la app no os estáis enfocando únicamente a las personas necesitadas, sino también a las personas que quieren ayudar, dándoles la posibilidad de llegar directamente a quienes más lo necesitan a través de donaciones económicas y utilizando un equipo profesional que entiendo que es el que tenéis pensado que dé esas ayudas y que le dé ese soporte. Con lo cual, a todos, tanto a los que lo necesitan como a los que nos gustaría ayudar, nos lo estáis poniendo muchísimo más fácil. Entonces, solo espero que esta idea de proyecto no la perdáis, que sigáis trabajándola y que, bueno, pues que el día de mañana sea algo que, lo habéis dicho antes tú, ¿no? O sea, que lo veamos como una startup que se esté presentando y que lo empecéis a hacer realidad. Oye, Mutua Madrileña es una aseguradora, pero si en alguna forma os podemos ayudar, por favor, contad conmigo.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, Carmen. You did fantastically well. You should be very, very proud of what you have achieved here. So big applause for our team. Thank you very much for sharing the stage with us.
Thank you.
You can either jump or you can go there. Up to you. Thank you. It's definitely impressive. I'm really impressed with your English. It's absolutely amazing. My kids were asking me, by the way, they're like, oh, so you're going to come to our school and you're going to pitch? I'm like, I'm not sure. Maybe one day. Anyhow, so now we have a guest speaker that she's going to give you some very, very good advice. So listen very closely to what she has to say. She works for the boss, like the real boss, like the one at the very top. Paco couldn't be here with us, but I want to invite our dear friend Maria González Picatoste. She's responsible for alliances and investment for the High Commissioner of Spain Startup Nation. Big applause for our dear friend Maria.
Muchas gracias. Hola a todos. Antes de nada, me gustaría dar las gracias a South Summit por invitar a niños como vosotros a crear proyectos tan interesantes y a presentarlos aquí. Y, por supuesto, a la Fundación Créate por ser los promotores no solo de este acto, sino de una visión a largo plazo del impacto que pueden tener los niños en la sociedad a futuro. Desde el Alto Comisionado para España Nación Emprendedora, y perdonad que he pasado a hablar en castellano, pero es que quiero que ellos me entiendan, entonces, bueno, creo que merecía la pena. Que sepáis que desde el Alto Comisionado para España Nación Emprendedora tenemos un plan a largo plazo para básicamente convertir la economía española en una economía emprendedora. Queremos que el emprendimiento y la innovación se conviertan en el principal motor de desarrollo económico, pero también social, de nuestro país. Y eso lo estamos haciendo de forma muy decidida y basado en una estrategia que hemos presentado desde la Presidencia del Gobierno, que se llama la Estrategia España Nación Emprendedora. Y os interesa porque esta estrategia habla de vosotros, habla de futuro, habla de cómo todos tenemos un rol que jugar si realmente queremos posicionar a España como una de las economías de referencia en lo que tiene que ver con la economía del emprendimiento innovador. En concreto, nuestro reto país es ser más productivos, ser básicamente más competitivos a nivel internacional. Y eso lo estamos planteando de muchas maneras, hay varias palancas, una de ellas es el emprendimiento innovador, otra de ellas es el I+D, el invertir en innovación y desarrollo, pero la tercera y más importante, la que genera sus retornos de la inversión a largo plazo, es la educación. Y creemos que como país no podemos perder de vista el que la educación en emprendimiento o en los valores y capacidades asociadas al emprendimiento es fundamental. Por lo que todo lo que estamos haciendo hoy no podría estar más alineado con ese objetivo que nos hemos marcado como país, esa misión que es que España sea una nación emprendedora en el año 2030. Vosotros sois una representación de lo que en realidad está pasando aquí en South Summit durante estos días. Todo el mundo, todas las compañías, todos los emprendedores, todas las organizaciones que están aquí están porque quieren crear futuro, están trabajando para que creemos oportunidades laborales, oportunidades de impacto social, oportunidades de desarrollo económico. Y vosotros con vuestros proyectos, 2 ya los hemos conocido y nos faltan 2, pero yo que he podido observarlos y leer vuestras presentaciones, sé que todos estáis trabajando con esa visión. Queréis resolver problemas de vuestro entorno, algunos problemas universales, lo cual es ambicioso y eso está fenomenal. Hay que pensar en grande para realmente generar cambio. Así que os invitamos a que seáis parte de ese movimiento. Todos, los padres, los profesores, los alumnos, que seáis parte de ese grupo de trabajo que es todo el país, que estamos trabajando para básicamente conseguir que España se consiga una nación emprendedora y al mismo tiempo que transformemos no solo nuestro país, sino también nuestra cultura, nuestros valores y que consigamos eso, que vuestra semilla cale, permee, crezca, prospere y que en unos años tengamos un país en el que proyectos como los vuestros hayan podido crecer y prosperar con el apoyo del sector privado, pero también con el apoyo del sector público, como es la Presidencia del Gobierno. Así que muchas gracias a todos. Ha sido un placer conoceros, veros, presentar. Sois unas máquinas. Ya me hubiera gustado a mí con vuestra edad estar pensando así, pensando a este nivel de reto y a este nivel de trabajo. Así que enhorabuena. Sois todos unos champions y Sabéis que tenéis unos aliados, tenéis la puerta abierta en la Presidencia del Gobierno, en el Alto Comisionado, si necesitáis apoyo con el desarrollo de vuestros programas, ¿vale? De vuestros proyectos. Gracias.
Thank you very much. Pleasure having you. Always a pleasure having you guys here. And are we ready to rock and roll? Is the third team ready? You're actually tackling something that I really, really like, which is I like cooking very much, but my house doesn't have a garden. And because I don't have a garden, I cannot plant the little plants that I would love to use for my cooking. This is true fact, I swear to God, I love cooking. However, our next team has a solution for that. Do we? Do we have a solution? Okay, so please welcome our next school, Colegio Valdefuentes, their professor, Belén Domínguez, muchas gracias, and our 5 next pitchers. So please welcome Diego Escudero, Amanda Marval, Lara Recio, Íñigo López y Sofía Fernández. There you go, team.
Hello, I am Diego, and I'm going to tell you about our project. Vertix is a product created by Vermania. It's an orchard that is located on the rooftop houses with the aim of encouraging people have a healthy diet and collaborate with the family economy. Since part of the benefits will go to the community. Our project has a substrate that makes our food 100% natural, of fast growing, and of a very good quality. The irrigation comes from a rainwater tank. In addition to this, we have created a cover with recycled materials to protect our food from bad weather. Thank you for your attention.
You did very well. There you go. Thank you, sir. Are you ready for the questions and the comments? You did fantastically well. You gave him some energy here, right? You helped him get this prepared? Yes? They trained you. Great job. Okay, so we have our next feedback from Elena Garcia. Elena, go ahead, please.
Hi, hello. Well, I would like to thank you, South Summit and Fundación Create, for this time. It's incredible. But I would like also to say thank you to these schools, these teachers, and these parents, and of course for the children, because things happen because we are all together here. This is a question of all of us. And I'll change to Spanish, and I think it's better for all of you. Lo primero de todo, muchísimas gracias por el trabajo, por la presentación, por el pitch, que los que nos dedicamos a esto sabemos que no es nada fácil y hay que tener mucho valor con vuestra edad. Subiros ahí, que todavía me tiembla la voz, para presentar lo que es un proyecto en lo que este año South Summit va de green, va de sostenibilidad y va de colaborar, que siempre ha ido este mundo de colaborar que a veces se nos olvida, con lo cual pensar en las comunidades, los vecinos, la sociedad, la salud, las economías familiares después de todo lo que ha pasado, yo creo que es súper importante. Todavía tiene más mérito que hayáis pensado vosotros en la idea, en este problema y que hayáis bueno, pues buscado una solución a lo que en muchas comunidades o muchos de nosotros a veces se nos ha olvidado, que ya me gustaría a mí tener un huerto en mi terraza o en los áticos y en las azoteas, donde además de comer bien, olvidarme de las cosas, encima conocer a los vecinos. A mí me encantaría veros en unos años, no sé si 10 o 20, porque sois muy jovencitos, me encantaría veros en el Arena Stage presentando el proyecto, pero también me encantaría tenerlos en el vertical que tenemos de Green dentro de Vía Startup del Banco Sabadell, que sigáis creciendo, Sí que como un consejo para la próxima presentación, darle un empujón y hacer esto realidad. Es decir, que esto no quede en un proyecto de South Summit, de la Fundación Create o para vosotros en los coles, sino que esto sea una realidad. Ponerle números, poner dinero, poner a la gente a la que queréis ir para conseguir hacer este sueño realidad. Enhorabuena.
Gracias.
Let me tell you a secret. She works for a bank too. She has the money. So remember that one. Guys, you did a fantastic job, terrific job. Thank you very much. And this big applause is for you guys. Thank you so much. Well done. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that your English is so good that one day, we don't have the time right now because we're running out of time, but one day, next year, remind me about this one. Next year, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get your feedback judges and we're going to put them here to speak in English, okay? See who speaks better English, because I think you guys are going to win, so. Anyhow, last but not least, we have our final team. Is our final team ready? Yes? There you go. I want to hear you. You guys have power. Are you ready? There we go. That's the spirit. And you're tackling a really, really challenging situation, which is the challenge of cleaning the oceans with the amount of trash that we have there and the inaccessibility in certain areas. And to do that, they've developed an incredible machine with incredible recycled materials. And I won't say anything else because you're going to come up here and pitch your amazing project called Green Drone from El Colegio Internacional Aravaca and their professor, Carmen Padilla Pareja. So thank you very much. Big applause. And let's have the new team on stage. Adolfo Antolín Nombela. Big applause. Gonzalo Requena San Román, Marco Antoni Durini y Adrián González García.
Did you know that there's so much plastic in the sea that it's already considered the sixth continent?
Hello, we are Green Ninjas, a team from Internacional Aravaca, from Siconiso, created by Adolfo Antolín, Adrián González, Marco Antonio Urini, and myself, Gonzalo Requena. And we are going to present you our product, Green Drone. Green Drone is a robot that collects garbage from the sea coast and from the land surface in an independent way. But how can the drone recollect that garbage?
The drone has a hook that recollects the garbage.
And how can the drone know where's the garbage?
Thanks to the camera located on the base of it, it's able to recognize a possible residue, approach to it, and with its specific infrared motion sensor, detect if it's a living being or rubbish, since it detects the heat from humans and animals that are invisible for the camera.
Once the hook has taken the garbage, it will pass to another tank inside the drone, where an hydraulic press will compact it for fitting more and more garbage.
When the tank is full, the motherboard will order the drone to come back to its charging and uncharging base, where it will empty the waste recollected to be recycled into parts of new drones. We want to talk to you about its great autonomy. It has an updated durability up to 24 hours, when it's independently uncharged to its charging base. Apart from being charged in its charging base, it recharges thanks to its solar panel with renewable energy.
Once the drone is in your hands, a specialist technician will program it for scanning the city that is assigned to clean. So the first time the drone goes out will be on an examination mission and not in a cleanup yet. We want to draw the attention of the environmental conciliars and from the neighbors so that there is a drone in each corner that make our planet greener and shine.
If you want to know more about Green Drone, our product, you can follow us on our Instagram account or scanning the QR code, you can visit our website. You play your hope, we recycle it for you.
That's the spirit. You're on my team. You're in team show. We like giving a show. That's very good. Okay, so we have Jose Mínguez from Endesa kicking the questions. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Pepe, go ahead.
Thank you, Fundación Create, schools, teachers, and fathers that I'm sure they have contributed to. And of course, South Summit, because every year I come here because I love, this is one of the parts of the South Summit I love more, seeing people like you. And again, I switched to Spanish. Lo primero, felicidades. Habéis hecho un pitch muy dinámico, que eso también es una parte importante, dando espacio a todos y haciendo que todos participéis de forma homogénea, que eso es bastante difícil. O sea, hacer un pitch así y además tiene mucho más mérito porque seguro que estáis nerviosos, ¿no? El problema de los plásticos, ¿no? Es brutal. Yo tengo un amigo que hace submarinismo y dice que cuando se mete en agua y empieza a ver todo el fondo marino lleno de plásticos, que es que da una pena horrible. Y es fundamental que estéis pensando en esto porque es lo que no se ve y que hay que tratar desde la superficie. Habéis hecho una solución del problema a la raíz, ¿no? La basura que se tira y al final la lleva el viento y acaba en el mar. Así que muchas felicidades porque la identificación del problema es así, es un problema brutal. Me ha gustado mucho cómo habéis mezclado las tecnologías, ¿no? Estáis mezclando muchísimas tecnologías. La parte de los drones, con los sensores, con la identificación de imágenes, que hay un montón de tecnología ahí. Al final la fotovoltaica también para hacer que tenga más autonomía el dron, o sea, fantástico. También habéis previsto el tema de los cargadores, pero claro, esto hay que tenerlo 24 horas funcionando, con lo cual está muy bien pensado. Y luego ya lo último, cómo habéis previsto todo el tema de las rutas, o sea, con lo cual se ve que os lo habéis trabajado, habéis pensado en todo. Y por último, que muchas veces se olvida, la parte comercial, que hayáis puesto las cuentas de Instagram y esto es muy importante para poder crear engagement con vuestros futuros clientes y tener apoyo. Así que felicidades, muy buen pitch y a seguir adelante.
Muchas gracias.
Very good.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, you can give it to the bosses over there. Thank you, guys. Well, that was all. Was it easy? Hard? So-so? So-so. Well, you did very well. That was very good. I'm actually, I have to agree with Jose. I'm very, very impressed. I think that if there's anything that we can take out of this is my own personal view. I do it with my kids. I do it with everyone around, which is there's way too many people that treat children and kids your age as if they didn't get things. And the earlier we start working with these ideas, the earlier you start getting in touch with these things, you demonstrate that you are way better than a lot of the startups we've seen on this pitch this year. So big applause for all of you because you did an amazing, extraordinary job. And to give some closing words, I want to invite our dear supreme leader is busy somewhere, but we have our second supreme leader, so I want to welcome the magnificent Marta del Castillo, CEO of Spain Startup.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody. Wow, I think this is my favorite part of South Summit. I'm so honored to be here, closing this kids competition. I'm really proud of what happened here today. Everything was amazing. I want to, first of all, thank to these kids, the amazing pitches and amazing projects that you brought here. 4 teams, many genius. I was trying to count you really fast, but I wasn't able, sorry. You're the best generation. And I just want to say thank you for being here, for being so amazing, and also to overcoming boundaries, going ahead and thinking of the future for all of us. And especially, I want to say thank you to our juries, which are always here supporting our future generations and supporting innovation and our future startups. And very especially to thank Fundación Créate. Isabel, Margarita, Jesus, this was never possible, would have never been possible if Fundación Créate hasn't been there and has organized this great opportunity for South Summit to get in contact with the new generations and the entrepreneurs and the innovators of the future. It's been a long time collaboration and it's going to be a very long, successful collaboration for all of us. And lastly, to the kids, chicos, gracias. Sois el futuro. Nos inspiráis, nos hacéis intentar ser mejores, nos hacéis de veros lo que tenemos que hacer día a día para ayudaros, para liberar las barreras, para que podáis desatar vuestra creatividad, vuestra imaginación y construirnos un futuro mejor. Y por nuestra parte, en este South Summit estamos shaping the future porque tenemos una obligación y tenemos que poder legaros un mundo y un futuro mejor que el que hasta ahora hemos conseguido. Por eso, gracias por estar aquí y gracias por inspiraros. Y gracias a todos. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marta. I'm going to go a little bit off script because before we make the family picture, so everyone be aware, I'm going to ask you in a moment to come up here so we all can take a picture, both the teams, the teachers, and Fundación, and obviously the judges, feedback, and partners. But first, I want to ask you a question. I'm going to change the script here for a while. What has been the most interesting thing that you've learned through this thing? What was your favorite part? Who wants to ask? Who wants to answer? Anyway, what was your favorite stuff of doing all this stuff? Was it designing? Was it working on the project? Was it presenting? I'm not sure that was the, yeah, go ahead.
I would say learning to work with a team, because I think it is a very necessary skill to learn. With these projects, I've learned this.
That's very cool. That's very important. Like one of the #1 reasons why a lot of companies fail is because they don't get along with the team. So that was fantastic. Anyone else want to share? What was their biggest, coolest lesson? Yeah, sure.
Well, my favorite part was designing the drone, the model.
Can you take it because we cannot hear you well?
The designing the model, and then also like working in team and see how everything is progressing. And I think that's the best part to see.
That's very cool. Yeah, well, the end goal, right? When you see everything coming together, that's you know, there's a saying that I tell my kids all the time. I say, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. Well, guys, thank you very much. It was my honor and my pleasure being your MC. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Fundación Create. I hope we can see each other next year. See you.